It is 1765, and there is talk in the streets of something big, of something revolutionary. 13 American colonies were not shy about their discontent with the British monarchy. This discontent stemmed from a number of things. The monarchy had been imposing taxes on stamps, on paper, on sugar, and more to help cover their debts from the French and Indian War. The colonists boycotted, protested, and even took to dumping tea, to which the British responded with more acts, more coercion. It seems like trouble is brewing, so let's take a look at the two sides involved in what is rapidly sparking an American Revolution. First up are the Patriots, also known as those colonists from the American colonies that opposed the British rule. However, not everyone who lived in the American colonies wanted to break away from the British. So, on the opposing side, here we have the Loyalists, those American colonists who remained loyal to the British monarchy during the time. I was able to get an inside interview with both members of the opposing sides. I asked the tough questions and hope that will help you have a better picture of the American Revolution. First, I'm here with Samuel Adams, proud patriot and founder of the Sons of Liberty. Thanks for being here, Sam.
I'm happy to share our side.
So, I hear the colonists have a bit of a motto going around town. Any way you could share some of that with us?
Absolutely. We as colonists should have to pay British taxes because we have no representatives in the British Parliament. Just to name a few, we've had to face repercussions of the Stamp Act, the Sugar Act, and the Tea Act, which we had no say in. Therefore, we adopted and hold firm to the motto, no taxation without representation.
You call yourself the Sons of Liberty, correct?
I would rather not comment on that.
This might be a rather tense subject then, but your reputation hasn't been exactly free from spot. There have been reports of intimidation, violence, the infamous Boston Tea Party incident, which involved the dumping of over 340 chests of tea into the Boston Harbor, and less than friendly protests. Do you care to comment on that?
We are only doing what we feel is morally just. We have petitioned and written to the king many times, and our words have just been ignored. If the only way to get our message across is through the less than friendly means, we are willing to fight. We have rights. Some of us even fought in the French and Indian War. We have earned our place, and we deserve our voices heard and our independence granted.
So what effect is this having on all the colonies?
I think the king hoped to control us, but he only strengthened our forces. For example, when Great Britain enacted the Boston Blockade in response to the Tea Party, we banded together and sent supplies to help Boston. We as colonists are more united as ever in this fight, and we will not rest until we feel our cause is finished.
Thank you, Sam.
You're welcome.
Now, it's always better to hear both sides of a story, so I was able to obtain an interview with Loyalist and British Customs official John Malcolm. Thanks for being here, John.
Absolutely. I've got time since I'm not riding in the streets or violently protesting.
I'm sensing you might have some discontent with how the Patriots are handling things thus far.
You could say that. Well, I do understand their objections. It would be better for everyone if they took a more peaceful approach to things.
I see. So you're saying you understand why they're upset, though, right?
Their point is one I can see. However, this type of action is never necessary. A peaceful protest can have the same effect for their cause. I personally have been targeted by these revolutionaries, and they're tarring and feathering individuals for no reason, and it will not solve anything.
So you see their point, and even though you disagree with their form of protest, do you disagree with their beliefs?
Yes. Independence of the American colonies would result in more losses than gains. We reap many economic benefits from the British trade system. In addition, a strong British Empire at the center will only benefit the masses. Without it, the colonies would be weak. Just because Britain wants some control does not mean the Patriot actions are justified. If this does not stop, an all-out war will ensue. If this does not stop, an all-out war will ensue, and that does not benefit anyone.
Thank you so much for sharing your side with us. All right, fourth graders, you just received an inside look at two of the opposing sides of the American Revolution. Try to put yourself in this time period and ask yourself, whose side would you be on?